Hello everybody, my name is Allie, also known as the Freckled Yogi, and today we are going to be doing a little full body flow. It's going to be an intermediate pace, and if you have some blocks, I'd recommend them, but if you don't have them, don't worry about it. Let's go ahead and get started. Also, a mat or a towel, the carpet, anything that you have will work. We are going to begin standing at the top of the mat. Feet beneath the hips, soften the knees a little bit, and feel the crown of your head lifting up to the sky. Let's go ahead and inhale as we sweep our arms up and overhead. As we exhale, bring the palms to touch, bend the knees even more, and allow the torso to hang heavy as you fold forward. Letting the crown of the head press down to the ground, pulling the chin into the chest. Next breath in, we're going to begin to straighten the legs, bring the hands to the shins, and reach the crown of the head forward, finding a nice flat back. Soften those knees once again, press down through the palms, and we're going to step on back to a high plank. Go ahead and drop the knees down, finding those knees right beneath the hips, and the hands beneath of the shoulders. Tucking the toes under, let's go ahead and begin to rock our way forwards and backwards. Making these rocks or shifts of the weight as subtle or as dramatic as you would like. Come on back to stillness and go ahead and turn the fingertips to the sides or the edges of your mat, and you're gonna shift your weight side to side. Letting those elbows bend a little bit. Tracing a big circle in one direction. And then taking that circle in your second direction. Come on back to stillness and go ahead and flip the fingertips in towards one another, palms face up to the sky. Reaching through the crown of the head, pressing the tailbone back. If you need to lessen the intensity of the stretch, scoot the hands a little closer into the knees, and then you can control just how much pressure and body weight you're putting down into the wrists. Let's inhale, flip those fingertips all the way back up to the top of the mat, kind of rolling through the palms a couple of times. And then back to stillness with this next breath in. Soften those elbows. Inhale, drop the belly down to the ground and lift the gaze up to the sky. As you exhale, round through the back body, chin to the chest. Pressing the space between the shoulder blades up to the sky. Inhale, belly down, gaze lifts up. Exhale, round through the back body. Inhale, belly down. Exhale, round through the spine. And return to a neutral back. Keeping those toes tucked, we're going to sit back onto the heels, and if you have a block or a pillow or a towel roll would work well here too. We're going to take that and place it on top of the heels and press the hips down onto the block. And then you can adjust the height of your block so that your legs and feet are the most comfortable in this moment. So another way to modify this would just be to stack the hips over the knees if it's a little bit too intense for you. But I just really ask that you keep those toes tucked so that way we can stretch the fascia on the bottom of our feet. Reaching the crown of the head up to the sky. Notice the shoulders stacking over the hips. Let's inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. And as we exhale, we're going to bend at the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades back, bringing the arms down to cactus arms. And then let the elbows drop all the way down towards the sides. Reach the hands to the earth. And again, inhale, sweep the arms up. Making it a little bit more fluid. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades back and down, making that same motion. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms down and back. Really squeezing the shoulder blades together. Keep on going. Inhale as the arms come up, and exhale as the arms come down. Just a couple more. And last one. All right, go ahead and give the arms and the shoulders a little shake. finishing up if you were doing one extra or a few more. And then we're going to go ahead and shift the weight forward, take that block out of the way for us, bring the hands back down to the mat, untuck those toes, and pitter-patter the feet on the mat. Come on back to stillness. Make sure the hands are right beneath of the shoulders. Begin to tuck the toes under. Feel the tips of the ribs pull into the back body. So right here is pulling into that back body. We're going to shift the hips back towards the heels, really pressing down through those palms. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, pull the knees into the chest. Another breath in here. And as we exhale, we'll lift the hips all the way up and back, straightening out the legs as much as you can in this moment. And then maybe you'd like to pedal the feet, wiggle the hips a little side to side. And then start to find your way to stillness in your downward facing dog. Imagine a little micro bend in the elbows to avoid hyperextending the joint. See if you can bend the knees a little bit more, lift the heels a little higher, letting you lift the tailbone even higher up to the sky, really lengthening through the spine. Let's go ahead and inhale, shift the weight forward to a high plank. Maybe walking the feet back ever so slightly if you would like. Another fun way to add a little challenge to this would be to grab one of your blocks. So you don't need to grab this block, but if you want, it is there, and you're going to place one beneath your right palm. Then we're going to start to drop those heels to the right and peel that left arm all the way up to the sky. If you'd like, you can go ahead and lower the right knee down to the mat. You could also take a kickstand with the left foot. Keep pressing through the tips of your fingers. Stacking the hips one over the other, squeezing the shoulder blades back, and then go ahead and bring that left palm down to your mat, lifting those heels back up to the sky. And we're going to go ahead and drop the heels to the left. If you were playing with the block, go ahead and bring it beneath of the left palm at this point. Reaching the right arm up to the sky, modifying this side like you did the other. And bring the right hand back down to your mat, reaching the crown of the head forward. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, feel free to lower the knees to the mat. Exhale, bend at the elbows. Inhale, peel the chest up, either a cobra or an upward facing dog. And as you exhale, lift the hips up and back, returning to a downward facing dog. Grounding through the tips of the fingers, begin to shift the weight forward and tiptoe the feet all the way up to the top of the mat. Finding a little bend at the knees, letting the torso hang heavy. And if you have some blocks, this is a nice place to use them to kind of bring the ground a little closer to you. So depending on what height you have the blocks on, you might want to rest on the forearms, maybe rest on the hands. And then once you get the torso comfortable, see if you can bring your chin further into your chest. Taking a moment to slow down, connect with the breath. Maintaining a strong bend in the legs. Let's go ahead and slowly lift the torso up, bringing hands to the blocks if they aren't already, or just reaching the fingertips down towards the ground. Begin to straighten the legs, press the tailbone back, reach the crown of the head forward, and soften the knees, and we'll roll through the spine as we come the rest of the way up. Taking a couple big shoulder rolls back. And let's do one more. Let those knees bend a little and inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, soften the knees. Inhale, reach the fingertips a little higher. And as we exhale, begin to reach up and over to the right. Really grounding that left foot into your mat. Pressing the right shoulder forward. Breathing through the left side body. One more deep inhale here. And exhale, come on back to center. Inhale, lift a little taller. And exhale, up and over to the right. Oh, rather to the left. Leading with the right side body. Taking some deep breaths along that right side body, letting the rib cage expand with every inhale. One more inhale here, and exhale, lift back up. Inhale, reaching a little taller, giving those fingertips a little wiggle, and exhale, bringing the hands down to the heart. Heel toe the feet a little bit wider apart, soften the knees. Feel the shoulders relax away from the ears. And just find a soft gaze out in front of you. Let's go ahead and inhale, sweep the arms down and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step on back to your high plank. Exhale, bending at the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest up, either a cobra or an upward facing dog. And exhale, hips up and back, returning to your down dog. Grounding through the tips of the fingers, feeling the knees softening, lifting the hips a little higher. Shift the weight into the left foot and we'll sweep the right leg up and back, pressing through the right heel. Keep the hip grounded. Pressing the right hip down towards your mat. Shift the weight forward. Pull the right knee into the chest. And step that right leg back down to a down dog. Inhale, shifting the weight into the right foot. Exhale, lift the left leg up and back. Keep squaring the left hip down. Nice deep inhale here. And as we exhale, we'll shift the weight forward, pull the left knee into the chest. Inhale, step the foot down and back. If you'd like, you can remain in your down dog in a stillness. You could drop down to a child's pose for a moment, or move with me through a vinyasa. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, bend at the elbows. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, hips up and back. At this point, returning to the down dog. If you did go down to a child's pose. And we'll shift our weight into the left foot, sweep the right leg up and back. Allow the right hip to open up and bend at the knee. Keep squaring the right armpit to your mat. Reaching the right knee up to the sky. And let's take a couple big circles with that right knee. And reverse them. Step the right foot back down. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, shift the weight into the right foot. Sweep the left leg up and back. Let the left hip open up and maybe even bend at your knee. Take some big circles with that left knee. And reverse them. Step the left foot down. Couple deep breaths here. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, lower the knees down to the mat. Untuck the toes. Press the hips back. And let the hands reach forward. Maybe placing some blocks beneath of the hands. Breathing all the way down to your belly. Let's inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, walk the knees in a little bit. And find your way to a comfortable seat. Give your torso a little wiggle side to side. Go ahead and close the eyes. Trace a couple circles with the torso in both directions. And then find yourself in a place of stillness. Shoulders stacking over the hips, crown of the head lifting up high to the sky. Taking some deep breaths through the nose. Allowing the abdomen to relax so that with every breath in, the belly can fill up with air, filling the entire torso up like a balloon. And as you exhale, you feel the belly pull into the back body and get rid of every last drop of breath from the lungs. Let's all go ahead and inhale as we sweep the arms up and overhead. And as we exhale, we'll bring our hands down to heart center. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, release. Another inhale. Exhale, let it go. And our final breath together this practice, we'll breathe in. And breathe out. Namaste. Thank you so much for taking the time to enjoy this practice with me. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, feel free to reach out and let me know what type of class you would like to see next. I can't wait to hear from you. Have a good day.